Greetings and welcome back to another video, courtesy of Doe Eyes TV. And as you can see in the title, The Pastor and the Bag. Today's focus will be on one televangelist, Creflo Dollar, who recently renounced his decades, and that is plural, decades-long teaching on tithing. Many of us know tithing to be the practice of giving 10%, as you can see in the first photo, of one's income to the church. Now, there has been a lot of discrepancies and disagreements in what 10% truly means. Does it mean income? Does it mean time, as such as volunteering, or time spent with your Creator? Now, Creflo Dollar is known to be a very popular televangelist in the World Changers Church International, which is located in College Park, Georgia. Recently, Dollar states, and I quote, "Tithing isn't required or even encouraged for believers in Jesus Christ." That was stated in a message back in June entitled "The Great Misunderstanding." Creflo Dollar, who is the senior pastor of World Changers Church International, a multi-ethnic megachurch with nearly 30,000 members, said that his past messages were, and I quote again, not correct. Now keep in mind, Creflo Dollar has been a televangelist for many, many years. And it's interesting to me that for some reason in June, he decides that this message and all messages he has given during his sermons were not correct. As I mentioned, he has been preaching for quite a few years. To be exact, he began in 1986. He has encouraged his flock, if you will, to throw away every book, tape, and video that he ever did on the subject of tithing. Now keep in mind, books, tapes, none of those things are free. Now I'm going to take a moment to go back over and have you look at this photo. You see the large bag and the 10%. What do you think changed or gave him a different perspective to come out with the great understanding. Again, this was earlier this year. Keep in mind, he did not address any questions about his lavish, and I do mean lavish, in that it's reported that he acquired a $65 million jet for safety reasons and personal spending habits that many watchdog groups continue to raise. Creflo Dollar referenced the New Testament, Romans 6:14, where he preached that he had a revelation about grace superseding Old Testament law. Today, and I quote, I stand in humility to correct some things I have taught for years. Mind you, I just mentioned he began preaching in the year 1986 and believed for years, but could never understand it clearly because I had not been confronted with the gospel of grace, which has made the difference. So again, I ask and would love for you to leave any comments or thoughts as to why now has it become clear that he had never been confronted with the gospel of grace, which, again, I quote, has made the difference. David Creflo, who is the dean of the Columbia Biblical Seminary in Columbia, South Carolina, has written extensively on biblical principles of giving and critiqued teachings on tithing. After listening to portions of Dollar's sermon, he said he appreciated what he heard as, quote, humility and, quote, careful exegesis, which surprised Creflo, given the megachurch pastor's past messages. Now again, Creflo Dollar is not the only televangelist with a megachurch. You also have T.D. Jakes, Joel Osteen, and in my neck of the woods, Michael and Dee Dee Freeman, who also reportedly acquired a helicopter for 3 different locations. Again, I believe that you should give thanks and give to ministries that truly help the congregation. But keep in mind, there are some, not all, preachers that speak on prosperity and are extreme sticklers when it comes to tithing, especially around the holidays. You'll have your regular tithing, you'll have a building fund, and you'll have, of course, the pastor and first lady. What concerns me is there are many that can't afford to have their own vehicles to attend church services. Some of these mega churches do have shuttles, others do not. Yet they expect everyone to participate in the practice of the 10% tithing. And some, I would say, that I've heard personally, oftentimes will make some feel guilty if they don't. There are others that even go as far to open up classes that'll teach you how to save while you still tithe, because it is the belief that what you give will come back. Again, I absolutely agree that what you place in the universe will return. However, and again, this is all my opinion, those that speak on prosperity and tithing to the extreme, almost ad nauseum, especially when you can see the benefits that they reap, and those that come to fellowship and receive the word are struggling as is. And if any of those members of some of these mega churches fall on hard times and need assistance, they may be turned away because they are not tithing regularly. So those are just some of the things to think about when you attend or you are a member in certain churches. Some have become extremely political in these last few years. And again, the teachings on tithing has become extremely prevalent now. Again, I go to fellowship, get the word, and leave out. Or if I'm joining online with a new understanding of perhaps a scripture that I didn't understand at first, but the feeling of questions come about when it goes to politics. And again, tithing, especially during the holidays. Keep in mind, churches, big business, there are so many write-offs. And again, the pastor, first lady, and deacons all do very, very well, while the members are not in that same category. And again, according to Creflo Dollar, who again has been preaching since 1986, many are familiar with him, as many other televangelists stated earlier this year that what he had been preaching in the past was wrong. I wonder during this holiday season if any other pastors will continue to preach about the bag as it relates to tithing and 10%. There are many different points of views. I have mine, which I stated earlier, and again, I judge no one, but I just find it interesting. That is the word I will use as far as this particular video is concerned. Why? Creflo Dollar has decided after many, many years, his teaching on tithing has changed direction. Again, your thoughts are welcome in the comment section. If you have not, please make sure that you like, subscribe, and share this video. And I would like to take this moment to thank all of my new members, subscribers, and mods. Make sure that you join tomorrow, if able, for the Honorable Judge Joe Brown, who will return to this platform at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Now, this is subject to change. If, in fact, we do need to reschedule or if there's a delay, I will let you know promptly. Next, we have on Monday, December the 19th, 2 o'clock p.m., Dr. Lanice Pius, motivational speaker and mother of Len Pius. And one more, I believe, will happen before the end of the year. If not, it will be 2023. Hal Harper. And I'm extremely excited about that. Again, I will be having many of the new broadcasts on members only. As a matter of fact, this special broadcast will be members only, and the chat will be enabled for those members. I will be releasing the video, however, at a later time. And as far as the Honorable Judge Joe Brown, it is on subscribers mode, and you will be, towards the end of the broadcast, able to post questions you may have. Please make sure that they are brief, and it will be up to the judge's discretion as to what he will answer. But for those that have been here, know that he's usually open. So that is what I have. This broadcast is sponsored by Judge Joe Brown's Barbecue Sauce. Judge Joe Brown's Barbecue Sauce is for all your barbecue needs. Delicious on barbecue, vegetables, and greens. Again, Judge Joe Brown's barbecue sauce. Get yours today at jjbbbq.com. Again, jjbbbq.com. And for all things Papa Duck merchandise, you can get an array of t-shirts. And for those that have been viewing his videos, you will hear him often say, in order to be found, you must first be lost, and an array of long sleeve sweaters, shirts, caps, all that can be found in the link in my description. So thank you for tuning in to another broadcast, The Pastor and the Bag, and the focus on tithing. Again, your thoughts are welcome in the comment section. Make sure you pick up your memberships today. They start at 99 cents. I have already gifted 2, and I plan to do that again. Also, through the weekend, I will be joining memberships for random channels as a show of true support to others to help them grow and build. So with that, thank you for tuning in. Until the next video. Bye-bye for now.